Hello, you guys. Welcome to Kingdom Living Way, where love resides and God is on the move. So glad you could join me today, believing all is well in your lives. Amen. For we serve a mighty good God, who's able to keep us, who's able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that we may ask or think, according to the power that's worketh in us. My God, my God. I wanted to come on here to give you guys a word, and I'm believing all is well in your lives. And always, welcome to Kingdom Living Way, where love resides and God is on the move. You guys, I wanted to come on here briefly to give you a word from the Lord. The word is, get out the way. Get out the way. We need to get out the way so God can move. Sometimes you in the way of your own self. My God, my God. We get in our own way sometimes. And God is trying to move not only within ourselves, but within our families, our loved ones, and, friends and things like that. But it's not good to always be an enabler. When God is trying to move in people's lives, we can get in the way of God moving. So I come on to tell someone today that need to hear this. You need to get out of the way. Get out of God's way so he can handle things the way that he desired to handle things in the lives of the people. See, you guys, as an example, when you are in school, all right, in order to go to the next level, to your next grade of completion, throughout the year, you're taking tests after test after test. And then at the last of the year, of your school year, you take the final exam. If you don't pass the finals, you won't be able to go to the next grade. You won't be able to go to the next level, all right, spiritually. Okay, so what I'm saying here today, that God has the plan for your future. He knows what it takes for you to get to that next level. He knows what trials and tribulations you must go through to get to the next level, all right? So there will be tests in your life. You will be tested within your life so you can get to the next level. All right. So as you go through the test, there will be people that try to interfere with what God is doing in your life because they have your best interests at heart. But God is saying, I need you to get out the way. Get out the way of other people and get out your way so God can move in your life. See, that's something you need. That's something he's trying to get to you, but you must get it at the next level. But in order to get to the next level, you must pass the test. Woo. We must pass the test that God has set before us, you guys. You must be able to pass the test. I know sometimes there's some hard tests in life. Oh my goodness, there are some really hard tests that you think that you could never pass. Some of you have taken tests over and over again. But one thing I learned about God, he's going to keep giving you that test until you pass. So you might as well just relax and let God have his way. Because if not, you're going to have to take that test again until you pass it. Sometimes you might have to take it 2 or 3 times, but God wants you to pass the test. God wants you to pass the test so you can get to the next level, my God. So you can get to your next promotion. So you can get to that next task and assignment in life. We must pass the test. We must endure hardship sometimes. See, everything not going to come easy. But one thing I like about my God, things that seem to be so hard and difficult. It's hard on this side of the trials and the tribulation. But when you cross to the other side, and meaning that when you have completed the task, when it's all over, then God will graduate you. God will reward you. See, everything is done not so much for us, but that God may be glorified. It is for him to get the glory, my God. We are willing vessels. We are to be willing vessels for God, willing for him to use us as his servant. See, when you belong to God, you're no longer your own, but you are in him, my God. See, people have the tendency of saying, Lord, not my will, but let thy will be done. See, when you say that, no matter what happened in your life, you already have said, God, let your will be done. And that's what he's doing in your life. He is allowing the will to come forth because you have said, Lord, not my will, let thy will be done, my God. The will, when you say that, it's an area of surrendering to God, giving him your whole heart. Oh my God. See, so you guys, we got to get out the way and let God. Let God do what he got to do in your life. See, he are perfecting things in us. He are moving us to be in the right place at the right time. See, nothing just happened, my God. Nothing just happened. If you look closer in the situation, you can see the hand of God. You can see God moving if you just look close. And as I told you guys before, God is not trying to strip you down to nothing. He's all, whatever's going on in your life, he's trying to get you somewhere. Oh my God. He's trying to take you to the next level. For the Bible tells us, they that suffer with him shall also reign with him. See, God got your best interest at heart. No matter what you're going through today, you can handle it. Because he will not put no more on us than we can bear. So we got to get out of God's way. Get out of God's way. Even with our children, family members, we got to let God have them. Pray for them and keep it moving, you guys. You got to trust God with your family and your loved ones and friends. You have to trust God to take care of. See, when we try to do it on our own, all we do is make a hot mess out of it. See, but when God step in, he know what they need, when they need it, and how they gonna need it, and how to get it to them. So we got to trust God with everything. Whew. We got to trust God with everything. Get out the way and just take a seat. And as I'm saying this now, I see someone, it's like they sitting on the bench by themselves because, see, they decided to let God handle it. Woo. I can see them just sitting there as they might be praying, but they sitting there allowing God to have his way. See, that's what we got to do, God. You guys. So when you letting God have his way, you saying, God, I trust you. See, how you rest in God, identify how you trust him. Ooh, if there's no rest, then you have no trust. If you have less rest, then you have less trust. So God is saying, trust me, I got this. It's going to work out for your good. It might not look good right now, but in the end, you're going to win because you are a winner. In the end, you're going to win. God is working it out, you guys. So trust him to handle it. Get out the way. See, we can't fix it like God can. Woo! We can't fix it like God can. When we try to fix things, we make a mess out of it. We don't get the best results that we supposed to get. Because, see, God has our best interests at heart, and he give us the best of the best of the best. So I'm telling someone today, this word is for someone today. Get out the way and let God handle it. Get out of God's way. Love you guys with the love of Jesus Christ. And as always, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button, and let us know where you're coming from. To the new subscribers, I love you with the love of Jesus, and get out the way.